Welcome to the Springfield Museums, the host of the 27th annual Ubora Award celebration. Let's just congratulate them on that 27th year. This evening, the African Hall Subcommittee is proud to recognize two outstanding Springfield residents, Mr. Keshawn Dodds. Keshawn, where are you? Keshawn up in the front row. And with the 9th Ahadi Award, Ms. Karissa Coleman. Ms. Karissa Coleman. So my name is Calvin Hill, and by virtue of being late for a meeting, I get to be your MC this evening. That means that I've got one job and one job only. That is to make sure that we follow the program and to make sure that we get to the reception on time. So saying that, I'm going to get the program started by introducing Ms. Kay Simpson, President of the Springfield Museums.
Good evening. Welcome to the Springfield Museums. Thank you, Dr. Hill, for your very warm introduction. It is so wonderful that you've all joined us this evening for tonight's program. We are very excited to be presenting the 27th Annual Ubora Award celebration and reception. It is a great privilege for us at the museums to be able to recognize the accomplishments of African Americans in our area who have met the highest standards of excellence in a variety of fields, which include science, public service, education, humanities, and the arts. We strongly feel that the achievements of our award winners this evening enhance the standing of the museums as a cultural organization. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the African Hall Steering Committee for their hard work in making this award possible. The efforts of this important committee support the mission of the Springfield Museums and our commitment to serve as a center of education and as a community resource. I'd also like to thank Science Museum Director David Steer, Dr. Ellen Savoulis, and the other Science Museum staff who worked so hard to make this program successful. So thank you again for participating in tonight's celebration, and I hope you enjoy your evening at the Springfield Museums.
Thank you, Kay. If you are able, I ask that you please rise and stand as we join Dr. Ruth Bass Green in singing Lift Every Voice, which can be found on page 4 of your program. Try. Thank you, Dr. Green. I would like to ask Miss Karissa Coleman to join me up front. I have the pleasure of presenting several citations. Karissa, Richard Neal couldn't be here this evening, but he sends congratulations to you on receiving the 2018 Youth Ahadi Award. We've got several, so hold on, please. Charlie Baker could not be here, but on behalf of the citizens of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, he is pleased to confer upon you the Governor's citation in recognition of being named the 2018 Youth Ahadi Award recipient. From members of the City Council, congratulations on being named the 9th Ahadi Award recipient. There is a lot. State Senator Eric Lesser provides you with a citation from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And I told her she needs to have a wall of fame after this is done. And Senator James T. Welch also provides a citation from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Now, Mayor Sarno. We have one for you right there.
See, we're the city. We have smaller ones here. We don't have all that money the state can spend. And I'm joined by my colleagues in government. Pat Carnevale is actually here from Governor Baker's office, Pat, so thank you very much for being here. Spoke with the governor today. City Councilor Jesse Letterman is here with his lovely wife, Amelia. Thank you very much for being here. My dear friend, we were just together raising a Native American flag this morning on City Hall steps. Retired State Rep Ben Swan. Ben is here. And I want to thank Kay Simpson and the Museum Association for hosting this, and hosting this in the Lyman and Marywood Museum of Springfield History. I hope many of you have been here, but if you've not been here before, Springfield is the home of 50 to 52 innovations and inventions right here in the city of Springfield. Barbara Gresham, school committee woman, Barbara Gresham is also here. I want to make sure that so Karissa, this is about you. And you're all nervous. You shouldn't be nervous at all here. And the Ubora Award and the Ahadi Award in Swahili again, meaning excellence. And with both these award winners, Karissa and the Keshawn, first thing out of their mouth to me was, geez, I just don't know why. And the humbleness and genuineness in both of them for what they're, okay. Some people don't want to hear it. You want me to start over? Let me say that part again. Keshawn I've known for many, many years. I've had the pleasure to meet Karissa this evening, though I know about her. And the first thing out of their mouth, they both said, you know, why me? And their humbleness and genuineness, the quiet excellence that they both show. So we have an official proclamation, and this is from the city of Springfield. This is to Karissa Coleman. In recognition of the 2018 Ahadi Youth Award, Karissa Coleman is currently attending Central High School and has an academic GPA of 3.7. How's that? 3.7? I went to school with, I'll say that after Keshawn's uncles at High School of Commerce. She is known as a vivacious, knowledge-seeking, articulate young woman. She has been active on both inside and outside her school, cheerleading since her sophomore year, making the varsity in her junior year. Karissa has played softball since freshman year. What position you play?
Right field, left field, and center field. Second base.
Second base, okay. I was a catcher. I wore the tools today, but he's not on the softball team, though. His freshman year as a member of the National Honor Society. And whereas Karissa is a proud cadet of the Air Force Junior ROTC, by the way, Central's Junior ROTC is one of the largest, not in the state, not in New England, one of the largest in the nation in award. where she serves as cadet captain, so you make them do push-ups and everything, right? I like that. She is a member of the top 7, where she serves as director of academics, runs the tutoring program for the ROTC to help her fellow cadets. She also mentors many of her underclassmen so they too can train and be future top 7 members and people who can guide future cadets into the right thing. Karissa is a member of the unarmed drill team, of the Air Force Junior ROTC, going to the Nationals twice with her team. And whereas Carissa's dedication and commitment to her studies, extracurricular activities, and to her church, which is very, very important. I think if we had more church-going people, we would be a much better community, is second to none. Today, we join with her family and friends to celebrate and honor and recognize all the accomplishments of her bright future as she is named the 2018 Ahadi Youth Award honoree. Be further known than I acknowledge Keshawn, Mayor of the City of Springfield, on behalf of the residents of our great city, extends best wishes. You're probably wondering when I'm going to finish this, right? And continued success to Karissa Coleman. Therefore, I, Keshawn, Mayor of the City of Springfield, do hereby proclaim. It should be Saturday, but we have Saturday, September 15, 2018, as Karissa Coleman Day in the City of Springfield. And I strongly encourage all our residents not only to be aware of this, but to wish her continued success because she will be a future leader. Continued success and God bless. Boy, you made me look good, Karissa.
Thank you, Karissa. My friend, Keshawn Dodds, could you just come up and join me as well? Mayor Sarno, don't get too comfortable. You're going to be up here again in a second. All righty. So Charlie Baker sends his congratulations on receiving the 2018 Ubora Award from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I don't have one of those. I need to. Again, James T. Welch couldn't make it, but Senator Welch sends his congratulations from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, from the State Senate, on receiving the 2018 Ubora Award. We've got a letter, again, from House of Representatives member Richard Neal. Again, he writes his congratulations on receiving the 2018 Ubora Awards. So this is for you. Make sure you hang that up in your wall of fame. State Senator Eric Lesser sends his congratulations from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts State Senate. You might need 2 walls. And then we've got a citation from the House of Representatives from Representative Bud Williams, who unfortunately could not make it, but he sends his congratulations. And from the Springfield City Council, we do have some City Council members here. So would you like to present it? Always an opportunity for a photo op, people.
Oh, well, thank you very much. It's an honor to be here with you all. My name is Jesse Letterman, and it's my pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of the Springfield City Council. I'm joined by my wife, Amila, tonight, and we are so glad to be here to recognize both of the award winners, but especially for me to recognize my friend Keshawn Dodds. I grew up in Springfield, and so Keshawn was one of the people who, when I began to get involved, I looked up to as somebody who was doing really great work for the community. So in the City of Springfield, the Springfield City Council, in recognition, hereby honors and commends Keshawn Dodds and congratulates him on being named the 27th Annual Ubora Award 2018 honoree, presented this day, September 15th, 2018, by the members of the Springfield City Council and signed and attested by Anthony Wilson, our city clerk. Congratulations.
Mayor Sarno.
Thank you. Deja vu all over again. The elegant and eloquent Helen Caulton-Harris will be doing your bio, but I can speak personally about Keshawn, a young man that I've known for many, many years. One hell of a running back. One of the all-time greats to come out of Springfield Public High Schools. And he's always had a drive to help young people. And just a gentleman, respectful. I used to go to school with his uncles at the high school. Your brothers at the High School of Commerce. We're a little bit older now. The Dodds are class of 81. And again, as I had said before with Karissa and Keshawn, they had mentioned about, why us, and the humble excellence that they do behind the scenes. What he's been able to do at the Family Center Girls Club is a testament to his dedication in making sure that our young people have an opportunity to succeed and work with their families to move forward and be positive. Because you know what? I do get sick and tired of people that want to knock urban centers all the time in the city of Springfield. There is vast majority, no matter what creed, color, and background, wonderful individuals and families right here in the city of Springfield. And tonight is a fantastic mosaic that depicts the city of Springfield. Give yourselves all a round of applause, too. And I call his daughter Miss Finger Roll, too, by the way, because if you ever see her go to a great basketball player, she has the old Dr. J finger roll right to the layup on it. My daughter played against her in the high school hoop, too. So let me just do this because Helen's going to do your bio. Whereas today we join with Keshawn's family, friends, and co-workers to celebrate, honor, and recognize all the accomplishments and his devotions to his work as he's honored as the 27th Annual Ubora Award. Be it further known that I, Dominic J. Sarno, Mayor of the City of Springfield, on behalf of the residents of our great city, wishes to continue success to Keshawn Dodds. Therefore, I, Dominic J. Sarno, Mayor of the City of Springfield. It's tough with this plastic glare on here, Denise, of the City of Springfield, to hereby proclaim Saturday, September 15, 2018, is Keshawn Dodds Day in the City of Springfield. And I strongly encourage all our residents not only to be aware of this event, but support this young man in the Girls Club Family Center. And I wrote down here, very proud of you, and this running back scores big. God bless. Continued success. I don't know how you put this in class. I'm handing it off to him, see?
Hold on, I gotta do it right.
Like that, see? All right.
Alrighty. Now it's time to confer our awardees their degrees. Just kidding, their certificates. All right, so my colleague Donald Mitchell could not be here this evening, but we do have another great committee member that is stepping up. Dr. Anthony Hill will present our 2018 Ahadi Youth Award. Dr. Hill.
Good evening. Good evening. What a great evening this is. There's so much turmoil in the world. We're in a crisis proportions with what's going on in the world, but I am filled with hope because I have an opportunity to serve on this committee and see so many great young people through our city. So no matter what they say about Springfield, I'm excited because we have some young people doing the right thing. So don't believe the negativity. We have some great people, and Karissa Coleman is just a fine example of some great people that we have in our city. So Mayor Sarno read some of her bio, so I'm just going to read some excerpts. And basically, in looking over her folder and looking at her bio, Karissa Coleman is the vice president of her class. She attends Springfield Central High School. As mentioned, she's a cadet in the Air Force Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps. She serves as the director of academics. She also runs the tutoring program, high academic honors, National Honor Society, plays softball, cheerleading, volunteers with Revitalize Springfield, Toys for Tots, and breast cancer awareness. She participates in her church community, singing in the choir, serving on the usher board, working with children, and participating in the yearly Easter productions. At a very young age, I'm reminded of Marian Wright Edelman, the founder of the Children's Defense Fund, and what she says is that we are to make this world a better place than we found it. She also says, and I think Karissa epitomizes this, service is the rent we pay for living on this earth. So I'm very excited that we have a young person who will be a leader, who will do great things right here from the city of Springfield, Karissa Coleman. Let's give her a round of applause. The Ahadi Youth Award presented to Karissa Coleman in recognition of her volunteerism and service to the community. Springfield Museum's African Hall Subcommittee, September 15th, 2018. Congratulations. Bless you.
First and foremost, I would like to say thank you to the subcommittee of African Hall for selecting me for this award, and thank you to the Springfield Museums. Thank you, Mayor Sarno, and thank you, Dr. Hill, for the introductions and bios. And thank you to my parents for taking me to every practice, event, meeting, school trip, test. And thank you to my sisters for encouraging me and waking me up in the morning because I don't like to wake up. Thank you to my church family for guiding me to the right way and for teaching me all the right things to do and for helping me every step, every Sunday, every Friday night, every choir rehearsal. And thank you to my school, Central, who I rep proudly because everything and everyone there truly believes in the Springfield community and in our motto, the homes of scholars and champions. And a special thank you to my counselor, who sits with me almost every day, reminds me of who I am, reminds me of the great person I am, and for nominating me for this award, which I'm very grateful for. And thank you to the ROTC program, and to the cheerleading program and the softball program, who has raised me and basically where I've grown up. Every single day when I walk into my homeroom, I see our core values, which says integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. I take that with a grain of salt, with everything I do, with every word I say, with every test I take. I would like to say thank you once again to my dad, for raising me mostly by himself, for dealing with my attitudes, for dealing with every pom-pom, for every hair tie I needed, for every earring I lost. Thank you. He has taught me how to be a leader. He has taught me how to be who I am. He has taught me to never give up, to never let go when I am right, because he is always right. So I've learned that I should always be right too when I know I have the evidence behind me. And thank you to this wonderful city of Springfield for providing all these events, providing every special thing that I do. Because without this city, I wouldn't be able to go anywhere that I want to go, wouldn't have been able to do the many special things and meet all these wonderful people. My goal in life is to come back to this very city and to give back everything they've given to me. Every opportunity, every educational word, every phrase, so that one day someone like me will be standing up here, but standing even on a bigger stage with an even bigger mic and an even bigger platform, so that someone can hear them, that someone can know them, and that they can make an impact on this world, which I hope that one day I can make. Thank you.
our community, the Commonwealth, and indeed, this nation will be in great hands. Congratulations. We will now take a short pause and have a musical performance by Mulatto.
Good evening, everyone. It's an honor to be a part of this great celebration. My name is Josh Dodds. I am the nephew of Keshawn, and with this award that he was getting, he wanted our band to perform. So congratulations, Keshawn. Oh, excuse me, Uncle Keshawn. Thank you for having us here. Congratulations, Karissa, as well. So without further ado, Ahadi.
Very good. Thank you so much, Mulatto. I'm going to have to remember that next time I have an event. All right. Is that your reason for doing this? All right. All right. To present our Ubora Award, I'd like to ask Commissioner Helen Coulton-Harris, also a member of the African Hall Subcommittee, to come forward.
You don't have to applaud.
Good evening. I am entirely blessed and I am honored to have the opportunity to present the 27th Annual Ubora Award to Keshawn Dodds. Yeah. Keshawn was born and raised in Springfield, Massachusetts. He still resides here with his wife, Tamara Dodds, and their daughter, Sydney Cherie Dodds. Being known as a well-established football player in Springfield, he was awarded a football scholarship to American International College in 1997. He played football all 4 years at AIC and later graduated with a BS in Education in 2001 and a Master of Education in 2009. After graduating with his bachelor's degree, Keshawn went on to become a 4th and 5th grade elementary school teacher within Springfield Public Schools. During his tenure, Mr. Dodds taught at the Homer Street and Washington elementary schools from 2001 to 2005. He later took a job under Mayor Charles B. Ryan as a mayoral aide. He just finished his 10-year career at American International College, working in several departments, mainly in student affairs, as the Director of Diversity and Communication Engagement. He is now the new Executive Director of the Boys and Girls Club Family Center. Along his journey, he has also become a published author of a juvenile fiction series, which is known as Menzuo, and it is a Solar Warrior series. He has written 8 books and has really released 3 books. The first one, The Calling of the Sun Prince, in August of 2010 through Cosby Media Production, and in October 15, it became an Amazon best-selling book. He has also released his second, which is The Legend of the Blue Diamond, and his third, Judgment Upon the Earth. And we're looking forward to the next books in this amazing series, because each book within the series is followed with a discussion guide that parents and teachers can use to help their kids understand what they are reading. As he expands his writing career, he has also completed several works for young adult readers. He has created several young adult fiction books and has recently published the first of many to be released in the near future. His first young adult book, Who's on My Side? The Story of Caleb Brown, was released on August 25th, 2011, and debuted as a stage play in May of 2012. He's an avid writer, strong supporter of education, as you can tell. His long-term goal is to continue to work with youth, become a well-known writer and educational advocate towards obtaining a great education and helping all youth understand it is within their power to obtain a great education. He credits his mother, Elizabeth Dodds, for instilling in him what a good education can bring to a person. He firmly believes that when hard work meets dedication, success is born. I am very proud, Keshawn, to give you this award because you are the executive director of the Girls Club Family Center. That was the family center that I grew up in. 100 Acorn Street was my home for a number of years. We have with us another individual who hired me at the Girls Club Family Center. Mr. Arthur Jones gave me my first job. And I thank him for that. I also worked at the Family Center with Denise Jordan's mother, Donna Jordan, so we have a long history. She's a Family Center kid as well. We, alumni of the Family Center, parents and youth and all of the individuals that you have touched over the years are so amazingly proud of you. The Ubora Committee, the African Hall Steering Committee really is very proud that you are a young man within our community, and we know that you care about our young people, you care about it. Your resume is amazingly impressive, and it's only going to get more impressive as you go along. So it is my pleasure, it is my honor to confer upon you the 27th Annual Ubora Award 2018. Please come and get your award. So the word says, to Keshawn Dodds, in recognition of his service to civic organization and his dedication to African American culture throughout the community, the African Hall Subcommittee, Springfield Science Museum, September 15, 2018. Okay, you want to come in? Thank you. And I also have one of these for you. Yes. And so this is your medallion. With it comes the responsibility of showing up at every one of these Ubora Award presentations, wearing it around your neck proudly, and I know you will do that, okay? Congratulations from all of us.
Well, good evening. Now you heard mulatto. Now you know who they are, now hire them. Also, I want to say thank you to the subcommittee, the African Hall Subcommittee, for the nomination. When I got the call from Tony Hill, I was in the car with my wife and my daughter going out to do some errands, and he was like, Keshawn, I got some great news for you. You got the Ubora Award. And I was, what? We just nominated you and we came down and said you got it. My wife hit me, say thank you. Thank you? I didn't know what to say because everybody that I see on this list and everybody from the past that have gotten this have done so many great things. And one man that's here that I know that I had the opportunity to give a ride back to his office, Ben Swan, gave me the biggest history lesson on standing up for what you believe in and for your city and your community. And all I've tried to do is do that under the guidance of being Springfield's first son. That's how I see myself. But before I go on, I just want to have my family stand up. My family is comprised of Dodds, O'Neills, Budds, Jacksons, but there's somebody else missing. And when I said when my family stands up, I meant my family stands up. That means everyone. You all can be seated. The reason why I say my family is because I love my city. And my city has given me everything from when I was little with my mom, Elizabeth Dodd. There is no S on the end of her name. It's a long story. I'll get to that later. And my father, King Edward Dodds. Yes, my father's name was King Edward, and he was 5'2", and he had a Napoleon complex, but he was a tough man. But the love that she gave me growing up was something that I will never forget, because I would always see things on TV or go outside and see people do things, and my first words would come out of my mouth is, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. And she never told me, no, you can't. Even when she knew I couldn't, I could do that. And the belief that she had in me helped me become who I am as a man. So, Mom, I thank you for everything. I love you. Now, sometimes you turn tragedy into triumph, but I lost my father, King Edward Dodd, at the age of 7, and my mother became a single parent with 4 boys. 4 boys. Not just regular boys, Dodds boys. Hard-headed, thick-headed, and I finally know what that phrase, a hard head makes a soft behind, means, because I got a beating every day until I was 12. 99% of those beatings were earned, but Keith, Kevin, and Craig gave me one because I took the blame for something they did. So y'all owe me for one beating. But when I became 10 years old, another man came to my life who I could say is one of the toughest men and probably the most kindest but gentleman, but also someone who came in and helped me become a man, and that is Alex O'Neal. I can say one of the best detectives in the city of Springfield, worked in the police department for about 30 years, and really loved his job and loved the city. And I thank you for your service. I know you're retired, but you're still in the gym because everybody talks about you. And to my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, Art Jackson and Celeste Bud Jackson, the best principal in Central High School history and the best principal in Springfield. The guidance you've given me through education is seeing what I can become from a kid from the inner city that really came from humble beginnings, but always told me that you always have to push forward and never give up on yourself. And to welcome me into your family, I love you for that, and I will always be grateful. To my wife, I don't know how you put up with me. We've been together since 1994. We got married in 2002. We have one child after marriage. I just wanted to make that clear. But she is the love of my life, and I am probably the person that you call the bull in the china shop. She is the person that runs the shop, that makes everything in order. So she keeps me on my path, and everything that I do, I can go out of that gun like a shotgun, like a bullet, but she keeps me in order. Even when I think she's wrong, she's always right. I wake up in the morning saying I'm sorry because I know I did something or I'm going to do something. But she is my better half, and the person that always will be by my side no matter what I go through. And she has my back, and I love her. Tammy, thank you so much. We are celebrating 16 years of marriage, and the best gift that you have ever given me is my baby. My daughter, Sydney, she doesn't even understand how important it is that I'm her dad and why I am so obsessed with her being around me. I think before she was 7, nobody knew she had a mother. She came to meetings with me, and I know Denise Jordan can attest to this because she would call to pay to have Sydney services to get her out of meetings because she knows Sydney knows how to conduct herself and get people out of meetings because she's a baby. But she is my pride and joy and everything that I live for. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not saying this because I'm her father, but she is an amazing, amazing student athlete. She's in 8th grade at Renaissance, played 7th grade varsity high school basketball. Mayor Sarno calls her Miss Finger Roll. She used to be the huggable one, but now she's Miss Finger Roll. And just a couple days ago, she got her first college invite. So I was happy, but also sad because that means my baby's growing up. But I know one thing that she has taught me as a 40-year-old man is we were driving down the street and we saw a homeless guy. And I was like, man, that's so sad. You know, I kind of think I know that person. And she said, Dad, why don't you stop and help? I said, well, you know, it's kind of weird kind of stopping and help. She's like, but if you know somebody, why won't you help them? So out of the mouths of babies, we have to learn. So I purposely keep food when we leave restaurants in my car or water in my car. I purposely stop and give it to somebody that's homeless. If I have anything, I give it to them because that's what she would do. And I know that my wife and I are raising the best daughter because she's so humble, she's loving, and I know she's going to be a future leader. So Karissa, you got a teammate coming behind you. So Sydney, I can't wait to see who you become. And when you make your millions of dollars, please just don't buy me a dog. Buy me that house too. But I love you, and I can't wait to see you grow. So I know my resume is kind of thick, but there's certain things that I've done in life that really gave me joy, and certain people that always believed in me, and this room is filled with it. I can't believe so many people are here for an award that I'm getting, because I don't like accepting awards. I just do the work because it's supposed to be done. And I'm not happy, and I don't think I should get an award until there's no deaths in my city. There are no kids that are hungry, and everyone has the opportunity to make our city the best it can be, when the news can only report how good Springfield is. That's when I'll be happy. But I'm so proud that my AIC family is here. My football coach, Coach Wilkins, came. He's here. One of my brothers, Brian O'Shaughnessy, who was the dean of students now, whatever his title is, probably running the college, is here, but was the first person I met when I got to AIC in 1997, and we've been close ever since. And I thank my AIC family for coming, because I am truly Springfield's kid. I tried to leave for college, but y'all got me stuck. I literally lived in Hines Hall and lived on DeMorland Street. Everybody got the experience to go away from college, but I was home. And one funny thing happened because my friends didn't believe how close I lived, so it was about 10 o'clock at night. I called my mom on the phone and said, Mom, stick your head out the window. I said, hey, Mom, how you doing? She yells, hey, I'm good, son. And they're like, are you kidding me? But my football family got a chance to get some home-cooked meals from the best cook in Springfield. To me, the best cook. I can't fight with other grandmas, but that's my mama. Food was good. I'm healthy. But my AIC family gave me everything. And I was able to leave AIC and moved across the street to Homer Street Middle School. I can't leave. And I'm teaching in Homer Street. And I told Dr. Renix to give me the kids that nobody wants. because that's the kid I was when I was little. I was just very hyper. And I got those kids to believe in themselves by reading my book that I had just wrote. My book is very special to me, and if you read it, I guarantee you'll love it because it's not a normal book. My best friend Marcus McDowell is the main reason why I wrote that book, because at 18 he died of cancer. That was my first friend that I ever had. So in my book, in my superhero book, you'll see that my hero, Menzuo, is me. He has a protector that lives in his medallion. His name is Solar, that's Marcus. And in the first book, we battled a pirate warrior named Morbid. That means death, that was the cancer. So in the book, we both defeated cancer. So that was my way of paying homage to my best friend, but also teaching kids how to read. And then it just exploded to the point where I had kids in Nigeria and Germany reading my book, and I'm getting book reports that my book is now a bestseller. So Springfield. Springfield, we did it. I always say we did it because this is a gift that I was given. Now, after my father passed, my mom put me in one place, which I can probably say I'm an alum of too. It was a Boys and Girls Club famous, and it was a girls club. And the first person I met there was Tony Malone. And the men that came into my life, from Milton Berry to Mr. Dawson, and then the ladies from Carol Rawson, all instilled in me that we can have a path to be better. That just in the heart of Springfield, you can make a big difference in this world. Never knew what they were talking about, but I listened. As hard-headed as I was, I listened. And when I got the opportunity to go to Central to play football, I excelled. Not because I thought I was better than everyone, it's because I wanted to work harder than anyone ever could. Because I had a goal in life. I wanted to have the best education. I wanted to be the best leader. Hopefully one day to have kids become better than me. That was my goal. And luckily, Coach Wilkins had the audacity to have hope and give me a chance to be on his football field. For 5 years, because I had a medical red shirt because I got hurt. And that was the biggest blessing because it got me to start my master's program. And football was always important to me, but my education just kept creeping up to being the most important thing. Because I know one day football was going to end, but my education would never end. So I pushed myself and never looked up and recognized everything I was doing until Pastor Wesley told me to breathe. Look at everything that you're doing. And I just couldn't accept the fact that, yes, I'm a published author. Yes, I graduated from college. Yes, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, but it just never meant that much to me, as much as it did to everyone else. Until tonight, when I see how important my journey is, I can honestly breathe. Because Springfield's kid is making it right. And I have my former president of the board here, Myra Marcellin of the Boys and Girls Club Family Center, who had the audacity and hope to give me a chance to lead the organization that I grew up in. And my job was to only make her proud. And also my vice president, Frida Malone, who I finally think I can make smile. Because they can breathe and know that somebody cares more about the children than the paycheck. I could do this for free, but my wife won't let me. But I see the passion of those little 7-year-old kids, and I can see a Keshawn Dodds running down the hallway. I can hear Mr. Dawson's voice saying, "Hey, guy, stop running down the hallway." I can still hear, and I know I hear it now because I got Malone back in the club when somebody drops a pool ball. And if you grew up in that club, you knew those famous 2 words were grab some, because you had to sit down and you couldn't play. But the passion of my kids, I see my future leaders. I see my community getting better. I see my college growing and making sure that my kids have opportunities to go and attend college, to become better leaders for their community. I see my adults and my parents coming in to volunteer every single day and giving my kids the hope to see what success looks like, because you have a job. you have food on your table, you have success in your way, so they can reach forward too. And one of my biggest supporters, and my brother Michael Anderson is here, we call him Coach Mike, with the Springfield Ballers, gave me the biggest opportunity to help women grow in sports. Now, I love football, but good Lord, I love some women basketball. Because that is the most technical game that you can see with these girls are doing things that some guys can't do. And I am so proud because we don't care about the wins and losses. We care about the scholarships and the academics that they get. The best thing about the program is that you cannot have less than a 3.0 to play on our team. And if you have below a 3.0, you're studying with me in my office on a Saturday with some other coaches. So this is what we do. It's a lifestyle. It's not a job. It is important that you all see the importance of not just the Boys and Girls Club Family Center, but also the other centers from the Dunbar Y, the YMCA, the Southern Community Center, and two men that have adopted me as their brothers, LeVar and Shay. They're here. There's not a day that goes by at 6 o'clock in the morning that one of us are trying to beat each other to say hello or good morning. And two men that I talk to that you can honestly say, I love you every single day. Now get up and get to work. That's how we push each other. We push each other academically. We push each other in our community, not to be better than each other, but to see each other rise. To make sure that we are the leaders that Ben Swan has been dreaming about, that can come up and let him breathe, let him know that your city is okay, that everything that you fought for, that you know that Mason Square is going to grow and flourish, that we are going to continue to fight until no guns are allowed on our streets. No drugs are allowed on our street. That our homeowners can walk outside of their house and see the green grass and not be afraid. That the neighbors can walk up and down the street happily to a nice store. That you can breathe fresh air every single day without fear. That is my goal. And when I see the Boys and Girls Club Family Center growing, I need all of you to see it grow too, because we have some huge plans coming in the future. Can't announce it yet. But somebody told me it's only crazy until you do it. So what we're gonna do is gonna be something phenomenal, and I need everyone to be involved. If you're volunteering, if you're donating, it's important that you are involved, because the money and time that you put in saves a kid's life. I am a true example of that. So everyone has to understand that we all have a mission here. It's not Keshawn Dodds' Ubora Award. This is the City of Springfield's Ubora Award. And the blessings that I have from two organizations that I know that I love the most, and I gotta say my Deltas from Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, which my mother-in-law and now my wife is a part of, but also one of the biggest ladies I know with Dora Robinson, who checked me on my first day in the mayor's office. While she was at MLK, she called me and asked me to have a meeting with the mayor, and I said the wrong thing. I said, hold on. I didn't know the lady was gonna show up. And she told me, you are not the one to put me on hold. You get me the meeting. So the next time she called, I said, he's right here and ready. But it's all out of respect. It's all out of respect because I know I had to make people proud. And to my brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. And I know some of you are here. I'm not gonna make you stand up because I know you won't, because that's who you are. But you know, this is the best fraternity I could ever join because, one, my father-in-law is a member of it and he said I can't join anything else. Two, the motto of achievement in every field of human endeavor is what they stand by. Achievement in every field of human endeavor. So everything that you do, you're expected to achieve. So this is not something surprising to them. This is expected. And that's why I love my fraternity. And to my big brother that's in the back taking pictures, always laughing at me when we have our red line phone calls, and Daryl Moss, who is right next to Dominic Sarno and Denise, who I know I can call and get laughs at, but they know we're gonna get the work done. If you have time on Saturdays with the Association of Black Businesses and Professionals, we have our reading program starting up, and we need your support. Because they are doing some phenomenal things, and I think we are almost over capacity with our kids on Saturdays. So we're open in our club almost 7 days a week, but the volunteers are needed. So I'm gonna close because I know I'm holding you up from eating. I need everyone to make a true dedication to the city of Springfield. A true dedication to yourselves and to everyone that you see, to make sure that our news can only report good things. Not the bad things that happen or the crimes or the murders that infest our city, but the growth of a Karissa, of a Sydney, and every other kid that we see that would like to come back and live in Springfield and make it better. So please, once again, my family, please stand up. You got it right. I want to say thank you, and please remember to vote. Thank you, and God bless.
Great job.